All right. So it is day 3 now without any suboxone. And surprisingly, I feel pretty damn good. You can probably see I'm moving around in this one and not sitting still. And that is because I have so much energy that I do not know what to do with it. So, which is odd because I was thinking day 3 I'd be a slug in the bed or heaving in the toilet, or I don't know what I would be doing. But surprisingly, I feel pretty good, which is again odd for me to repeat myself. I spend most of my time out here in my front yard. Pretty damn cold right now, but I do not have the cold sweats again, which is odd because my withdrawals usually kick my ass. I don't get out of bed for a week. I hate everybody. If you talk to me, I'm gonna bite your head off. But it's not that way this time, which is awesome. I in fact just got done walking my dog for probably about 3 miles, which if you would have told me I would have done that day 3 of withdrawal, I would have told you to fuck yourself. But here we are. I did not post a video yesterday, which would have been day 2, because I did have the bubble guts and I was throwing up profusely. And those of you probably watching this video know what I'm talking about. And that's not fun. So day 2 was kind of iffy. There was no cravings. I didn't want to kill myself or anything. I just felt like I had food poisoning. But that strong lady there has helped me. That is my mom. Say hello, beautiful mom.
Hello, beautiful mom.
She probably looks like she's withdrawing, but she's not. It's just a lazy day. It's cold where we're at, so we're not doing much but hanging around, sleeping. But I doubt anybody will watch these, but if you do, I hope that I'm giving you some hope. I don't think I went over my whole story the last video, so I will touch on that now. Let's see. I started using Dilaudid, I think 2006, and I used it till 2009, up until the day I went to rehab. Again, it was because of that pretty lady over there and my father that got me out of my hole. But I used that for about 3 years, lied to myself every day saying I had control over it when I didn't. But went to rehab about 3 months, then I did 3 months in a halfway house. And that is the first time that I decided I wanted to get clean. I didn't want to get clean for the cops, the parents, for anybody else. I wanted to get clean for me, which was a turning point. They did put me on suboxone when I get home, so that was 2009 that they put me on that. And I thought it was a wonder drug because I got no high, didn't get high, basically. It didn't make me feel euphoric, didn't make me feel any of the good stuff that all the bad stuff makes you feel. But it's a double-edged sword because the longer you're on it, your tolerance builds up just like anything else. And me being on it for 10 years is unheard of. I would never ever suggest anybody stays on it for more than a month at least. I mean, it's great to initially get off heroin or hydrocodone, oxycodone, oxycontin, whatever. It's a miracle drug to help those cravings go away. But as far as the long-term treatment like they're trying to push now, no. Don't do it. Like I said, it's been 10 years for me. And the last 5 years has just sucked. But today I feel good, surprisingly. Like I said, I walked my dog for about 3 miles. I've been up, showered, Haven't been in bed all day like I was yesterday. I can eat. Don't get me wrong, I still have some fog in my mind, and I still have doubts that creep in, but I don't know if everybody has a higher power and everybody uses it, but I suggest you do, because I believe in Jesus Christ as I know him today. I'm not affiliated with any kind of religion. I don't believe in Catholics. I don't believe in Baptists. I don't believe in Islam or any other stupid mainstream religion. I had a one-on-one with my higher power when I was driving down the road delivering tires, believe it or not. I felt like I couldn't do anything to help my own situation, and I honestly asked for help. And as soon as I did that, my heart basically exploded. It's a feeling I've never felt before. And as soon as that happened, my sister called me. A sister I hadn't talked to in years because my shit had ran her off. And she talked to me that day. And that let me know that what I felt was real. But if you are watching this to try to get help to get off of suboxone or any opiate or whatever, the only thing I can say is just do whatever you can to not let your mind fuck you over. And you know what I'm talking about. The anxiety can trick you into thinking you can buy a bottle of booze and help these subside until you can score again, or Xanax or any kind of nerve pill. If you are anything like me, just know anything that alters your perception of the world and how you feel is your enemy, because that is the reason why I used for so long, is because I hated how I felt in my own skin, and I'm pretty sure many of you can relate. And that's still there. It's getting better. I think once I get the suboxone completely out of my system, it'll get better. But that's where counseling comes in, and talking to people, and hell, me doing this is helping me, just hearing me say this shit out loud, because if I keep it in my head, I'll twist it and everybody hates me, I'm ugly and all shit like that. I'm still ugly, but hey, you got what you got. I don't know, I'm rambling. I guess to tie it up is day 3 is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And I've watched videos on YouTube about people being on suboxone for 6 months, and the world's ending for a year because they haven't had it. And I'm sitting here now thinking, the fuck? I've been on it 10 years. 10 years. And this is day 3 without it. And hell, I'm outside in the world. I'm fixing to go get something to eat. I mean, yeah, I still feel antisocial, but that was me before the drug. So, anyway, I'll quit rambling. Nobody's probably watching this anyway. But if you're struggling and you found my channel, just know that I love you. And there's plenty of people in AA, NA, wherever you find help. And there is a higher power out there for you. Doesn't mean it has to be God. Doesn't mean it has to be religious. Hell, when I first got clean, that halfway house, got clean in rehab, but when I went to the halfway house, I prayed to the bunk I slept in, because before that bunk, I was sleeping in the back seat of my car. And that bunk was a hell of a lot more comfortable than the back seat of my car, so I made that my higher power until I had that moment I told you all about with asking for help, God coming into my heart, and my sister calling. So just know you are loved. You're not alone. You can comment here and I'll comment back. I don't have all the answers, and your experience will not be like my experience. I can just suggest you get a bunch of multivitamins, vitamin C, magnesium, calcium. That'll help with the restless legs shit. I suffer from that bad, but it's not as bad because of the magnesium and calcium. So definitely multivitamins, definitely water, lots of water. Don't go to alcohol. that will dehydrate you and make you feel like shit. And definitely do not go to, say, if you were on heroin or you're on suboxone, do not go to hydrocodone to help with withdrawals, because all you're doing is prolonging the withdrawals, because it's the same thing. It's affecting the same receptors in your brain. And it's going to suck for a while, even once you're clean, because, like I said, 10 years for me, my endorphin receptors have been masked by that Satan-ass suboxone for 10 years. So I don't know how long it's going to take for my body to produce endorphins and get back to normal. But if I can feel like I do right now, which is not 100%, but it's a hell of a lot better than I thought I'd be feeling, it's the graciousness of God is all I can say. But I'll try to keep you posted. If anybody's watching this, probably not, but I love y'all, and it'll get better. I'll hit you back with what day 4 brings. Hopefully more of the same. Bye.